You wanted something? Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts. I'm sorry.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. I don't relish it, but my siblings lured thousands of people to their deaths over the years. I doubt Baldur's Gate would miss them. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I hope so, because I am not striking another deal with Raphael. Who knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketheric on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketheric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed? A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the general himself. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off. I'm touched. but I'm already spoken for. Very well. Side by side we'll stand, as we'll rip true souls from a false god. As good a prophecy as any. At the ready, Harpers! In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come.
You dare show yourself here after all you've done? You have betrayed me, you have betrayed General Thorm, you have betrayed our god! And for what? These Harpers. Moonrise will be their tune, and in death, you will all serve the Absolute. Like a kitten roaring at a tiger. Boys, make this traitor bleed.
Gods, it's hot in here. Count on me.
A little fun at last.
Heading there.
Red in tooth and claw. Forward.
One can't always be a gentleman.
I'll strip your bones clean!
consider my hackles raised.
Battle of wits. Time for some bloody work.
Watch this. Eat it. Find a route.
Got to press on.
What must be done? Understood.
I don't fancy their chances.
moving.
This is the easy part. The straight path.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Respite as wonders. press ahead.
This is gonna feel good. Heading out.
Ready. Onward.
You will die, my lord! Perhaps then you...
On the hunt.
I speak, they burn. Striking distance. Here we go again.
You. What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me? There is no redemption, can't you see? It is too late. If Melodia could see all I've done, she'd know. She'd know her husband died long ago with Isabel. Unlike Isabel, he could not be brought back. I wish it could be so. I do. But the Moon Maiden did not intervene when my life was dismantled piece by piece. And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. Everything. We are copper pieces in their belts. Tokens to be traded for scraps. You have beaten me, true soul. But the gods beat me first. Aelin.
Rise, you dog! Retribution has come, and her sword is my sword. Ha! Ketheric Thorm would sooner die than lay down his rank cause. Isn't that right, General?
I was a fool to hesitate. Power like mine cannot be hidden, cannot be cowed. But power like mine has a price. A price I am destined to pay. You have one last chance to bow. Once it's gone, I'll have no choice but to destroy you both. Do you hear? Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Down.
Let's go. Open up.
Got to keep fighting. On the move.
Meets sorcery. It shall be done.
My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
Sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
Need to stay focused.
these mortals be? Let's go. Fall by my hand.
That thing came from below. We need to find out where it took Ketherick.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again. I certainly do. You have numbers enough already, I think. You'll want a small force, if you are to finish this quickly.
If you insist.
At your...
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
You wanted something? A bit crowded, don't you think? Lead the way. You wanted something? Thank you.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
You wish to consult me? A disparate collection of vagabonds. She is intelligent, strong, and it is a shame that she devotes all of her talents and experience. Their devotion to preserving balance is pathetic. Precisely. Preservation and balance. There are organizations like the Harpers in every realm, and every culture. Admirable ambition. but you must... Then let us go. By my oath.
Give up now.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'd be delighted, though someone else will...
Back in the thick.
What's next, I wonder?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
Sitting beneath moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
The stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
You can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm. Oh, thank you. Thank you! You are a good friend. No. More. Rescuer!
No will sparks you could kill it. End its miserable life of enslavement. You could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
No, sorry. Here. Part of one mind. For...
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvest.
But there is one. Little kitty. Same song. As you. Bad kitty. Sings wrong song. Must fix. Yes. Yes. Take. Only one careful petting. Sticky.
Still. We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
So much blood. The Illithids take this useful and discard the rest. An offering from Moonrise Towers.
Think, make, more, never think. Always chop, chop, chop. Faces, only meat.
Prepare the march.
Never stop.
My
Only
chosen
chop, chop, chop.
can understand Illithid's script. Thank you, Tadpole.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity. Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod. But there are others in the pods. Those not yet infected, not yet illithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Poor fucker.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Concentrate. Onward.
The witching hour. Onward.
Enough! My mind is Eliminate.
Try me.
Let's end this.
Let me recite their demise.
Still on my feet.
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. The others, the ambush. Tell me they survived? Finish what you can.
There'll be hells to pay.
Hells. Finish what you can.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Incoming.
Push my luck again. How many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here?
Friend, we really are not. They wish to repurpose us. Oh.
No will. You could kill. You could take advantage of its vulnerability.
No, sorry. Pardon.
With a lurch, you...
But there is one. Same song. Bad kitty. Sings wrong song. Must fix. Yes, careful.
These have gone to war, is my guess.
On the Absolute behalf.
We are, but we will...
Sings chop, chop, chop.
Descend, assemble.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them? Get on my feet. Blood follows me everywhere.
Got to focus. On my way. Your time has come.
May the dice roll in my favor. Step to it.
Knees high.
No choice but to keep going.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Every mind, but there are others in the pods. The device is open to your tadpole's command.
In position.
Can't even catch my breath. Have to keep going.
What's the plan? On my way.
Enough! My mind is my own! The others, the ambush. Tell me they survived? You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard... her. Their false god. I would be a paladin again. With a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I... And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. I fell short of that mark in Avernus. And even so, it was... I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you... Ketheric is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend, and if there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
Just a brief respite.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
That pod. Is that Mizora inside?
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came! Why, perish the thought. Every word was nothing less than true. Now, enough sniffing around and do it, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with elithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. You can make no sense of the symbol. You recognize the marking from the Nautiloid, an elithid symbol meaning unleash.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
You're a disgusting little shit. You know that, Mizora.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Evacuate.
So, an offering from the Moonrise Towers.
Aye, aye.
Well, so much for peace. You've made a grave mistake.
Heading there.
The hammer.
Blood comes easy these days. Certainly. Survival is all that matters.
Death. Free at last. No more chop. Chop. Chop.
My faith will protect me.
Into the fray. Never a dull moment.
Can't give up.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
Can't even catch my breath.
Need to act fast. Time to deal some punishment.
Making me sweat.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Bursts into life, a mind touches your own. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process. Master. Welcome. Master. Welcome. Welcome back, Master. Glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning for connection. Glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning for connection. Master. Welcome. Welcome back, Master.
Time to see what's back there.
A long way from Waterdeep. Elminster's not around, so might as well.
all's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
I feel glorious.
Of many hearts, one soul. Prepare the march. My chosen gather below. Discern, faithful. We depart. The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Ah, well. Good feelings never last, I suppose.
Shh. This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart. This place is alive. A big thinking thing. And it needs our flesh to grow. I've seen them put corpses in the walls and they just melt away. So we've got to trick it, see?
Make it think we're part of it. That's why the door's only open for... Wait. How did you get in here? Away, slave! They might have taken your mind, but they won't have mine! If we're going to escape, right, this place. So we've got to wait. They're in my head. They're in my head. They're in yours too. It won't be long now until we're changed. Am I dead? I don't want to die. Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly? He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up. Truly? And my ma said the singing would come to naught. Oh, thank you, thank you! Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it? The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed. Eye hurts, head hurts. But he says I'm past the worst of it. That I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his true soul. She whispers in my mind, praise the Absolute. Separate cells. I never saw... My head! I can feel them in my head! We are his pets. His Lord Gortash. Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf? Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with. I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another. Oh, for a set of hands to slap your face! The Yankee lost their way the moment Gith threw down the Gate Empire. Only we, Zerai, continue the war to end the Gate forever. Only we fight them on their own battlefield, the mind. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you. My people dwell in limbo, a realm of pure chaotic thought. With my mind gone, or perhaps not. Death, touch my mind, and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative, and it fades beneath your touch. But you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But, and I...
Design, but death. Oh. city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
Finish what you...
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. Trying to pull rank? And yet not a word of concern for... I shall present your bones to General Thorm.
Strike you down.
The moment comes. The hour. Not design, not death. Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our. Descend. Liberate.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Descend. Obey.
Much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city, watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort. Go back to bed, Mummy. I live here. This is my house. Our house, right, Mummy? We saw a big spiky snail that fell out of the sky. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much.
With big wiggly legs!
Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
It's excited by something down here.
A background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Thorm!
One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence, enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands. What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counseled my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance. I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra. I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, orderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Your place is to die so that I might finally live. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Repent? Would that even be possible?
Perhaps.
No. There is no repentance. No release. My debt can never be repaid. He is here. He is watching. He is listening. He is...
Breathing, despite everything. Another step forward.
Tempest I will raise.
soldier.
No choice but to keep going. Lance board is set. Good move.
One life to my life.
Another?
Survival is all that matters.
Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
You have my sword.
My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
The Chosen of Merkel is dead. Permanently this time.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese? These Chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the Chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. He can't get away with what he's done to me.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. Netherese magic. So pure. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The goat can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understand? We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese, you'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water...
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one path, an elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic. Reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But then it is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die. You have a nether stone. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventure. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelan's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at...
Quite exhausted. A good night's sleep would do me what?
A curse lifted. The dead three. And there are depths to this alliance. Do illithids possess souls? Thou shalt think about it now, and I shall give the answer. Mind flayers are soulless. Yet, the three amass an illithid, a flock without souls, yet to what end? Until such time, be availed. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally called. No. Yes, Bane, Lord of Dark. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished. As the Alliance is reforged, mortal, the plains thus quake.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. Power always has. But I shall not get too comfortable here. We must be free if we are to rule. And to be free, we must destroy this cult. And Ketheric's co-conspirators along with it. I know one of them, all too well. Baal's bloodletter, Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea. Orin was by my side. She told me that God, now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile. Let them think that. There is a short path from savior to ruler. A short and but Baldur's Gate is a mere bauble. We have the chance to seize something much greater. Surely you see it. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control. Madness would be to let the Absolute's potential go to waste. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. There is violence in your future, regardless. With me, you can at least be sure you are not stupid. When we reach Baldur's Gate and face the other chosen, you will see that my way is the right one. That is all I ask. And remember, I know when your mind is closed. We are bound, then, to travel together, even if we do not yet agree on our ultimate purpose. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, that why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away? Drought, famine, and warfare are threats to the world as well. Do you intend to eradicate them? The cult are a threat to you. That is what matters. Now, I am ready to leave this damned... There's no space for me. I suggest you make one.
enough. You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father,
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, in this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise. Very good. We look forward to it.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Survive it. Nathaniel. I had to look after him. Without him, we wouldn't have lasted long.
You're here. Good. That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. Maybe. I'd love to put on a... I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kid...
Why, yes. Once Althea is done with this song, we will be looking for patrons. So? It's just Moll's eye patch. Did you want something, or are you just here to stir? Exactly. And we'll definitely feel her wrath if she thinks we ever doubted her.
Miss Althea wants... What? Where is she? You think so?
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people. You saved Daniel. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant. Of course, I have no idea what life is like under, but I've seen the respect he inspires in the Flaming Fist. I hope you can save Duke Ravengard. For the good of Baldur's Gate. When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken. You don't have to worry about me. The truth is, the shadow fell. But, because of you, Nathaniel is safe. Because of you...
It's a... Well, the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply. Lady...
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been. Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, McGungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbrin. Wulbrin and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self to saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
I owe you an apology. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky... I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being... Quite frankly, I wasn't sure you would. And that's precisely what the Iron Hand Gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the problem is... Baldur's Gate is sick. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become... Bring it.
I'll be seeing you at your...
It's finally time for the Iron Hand Gnomes to come home.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But there are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey. Halsin's strength and loyalty. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own. Together.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. You'll...
I, for one, will miss the Shadow Curse. For all the pain it caused us, it did at least obscure the incessant sun. I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, Ketheric was a great leader. Life was crueler to him than death. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First, Shah, and I sympathize. A meaningless question. If he had killed us and conquered the Sword Coast, as it is, he lost, and I pity. But I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that, I hope Merkel hollows out his bones and lets... A true soul came to my city, preaching a message of together. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged their bodies in my garden. I thought so too. But in this instance, I was mistaken. Even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away from their eyeless skulls, and whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution. Yes. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers. No. I was prepared for combat, as it turned out, to my shame. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast take. Ketheric expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery. I recognize my flaws. Pride is certainly among them. Ketheric proposed an alliance between Moonrise and Menzober. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. It was not the food I should have been wearing. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them. If it had been an option, Ketheric held me still, his hand on my shoulder, the grip. When Orin stood before me, she touched the dagger. I want this one, she said. You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. And then she placed the tadpole in my eye herself. That is certain. You know the rest as well as I do. There were massacres before the Grove. Then there was you. And now there is freedom. Soon there will be.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both, once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. I have, anyway. Once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's neck. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, we're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travel. It serves as headquarters for the Absolute's armies on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for Orin. I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father... I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you say? As would I. I was 17. Father, that's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of God. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There they were.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened in the looming shadow of the mount. 5 groups. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved. And a massive... There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind. And a dragon's white head appears. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to you.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. I don't know that it was brave. The moment I agreed, I burned with the cultists choked on our poisons and burned from... My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is, though... Missoura replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to... I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and she didn't. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel, another pet, added to her warlock menagerie. He returned to an... I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't fall. I showed him my stone eye, but after, he said only one word. I understand. No, he did the only thing he could. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew.